Hello and welcome guys to my show. This is Agile ceremony show today, and we will discuss the Agile ceremonies in today's video. So what exactly these ceremonies? Let's view it. So we will focus basically on all Agile ceremonies. First is product backlog health checkup, product backlog grooming, sprint planning, daily stand-up, sprint backlog grooming or sprint health check grooming, sprint reviews and sprint retrospective. So what exactly these ceremonies are and how these ceremonies conducted in Agile. So basically I will show you these all the things in today's video. So let's view the first product backlog health checkup. So guys, when product owner provided us the product backlog, at that time we or scrum master basically check the health of product backlog, and few things which are really mandatory while checking the product backlog. Those things are user story number should be unique, user story title, description, definition of ready and definition of done. These items should be there and in detail. These items should be available. Priorities, yeah, definitely on when we are selecting the stories, at that time we require the priority. Mostly we are focusing on extra urgent and urgent kind of priority tasks first, then high, medium and low level. Okay, in which sprint these stories are required? This comes based on the priority. If the priority is low or medium, then we can consider it on later on sprint. But if the priority is on urgent and high, extra urgent, then we have to consider these stories or tasks in same sprint or upcoming next few sprint. So this is the thing, who will work. So guys, basically you have to provide your name for each and every product backlog story or task. Once you understand what exactly that story is saying and what exactly you want to do in that particular story. So this is also mandatory guys. Estimated time and estimated due date is again depend upon the stories and tasks. If the stories and tasks are urgent, you have to provide the estimated time. Otherwise you can provide it on later on also. But if you are assigning this story, particular task to your name, I wish you have to provide the estimated time and estimated due date also, like how much time you require to complete such kind of story or such kind of work. Now, when I'm saying product backlog health checkup, at that time, how to verify the description of your product backlog. So here are few example guys. So if I want to convert first example, so as a business owner, I want to perform some of operation on a particular task so that I can get so and so result. So this is basically the conversation should appear in your description, where we got from where we have to start the story, the detailed description of our story and definition of done, so that I can achieve some goal. So this is a definition of done guys, and based on this definition of done you have to start that particular story. If anything is missing in this area, in your description, in your definition of done, definition of ready, or in a story title, task title, then that's an incomplete story guys. You have to return it back to product owner and ask them to complete it. It's a basically product owner's job. Now when I am saying product backlog grooming guys, mainly product owner visit the client's team and the customers teams and get the requirement as it is, whatever they got from client, and the list is very generic list. After that they just analyze that particular entire list. They fulfill each and every task, each and every story in a very simple language. If you see the second figure, you can see the size of stories and item of the story. And when it comes for your planning, if you see the third figure, in this third figure we have already provided which stories task goes in release 1, release 2, release 3. So this is shuffled, and based on shuffling, based on priorities, this shuffling going on, and based on this we got how many stories or tasks we have to pick up for first release, for second release, for third release, and so on. Almost always lower and middle priority items are goes on below, and higher urgent and extra urgent priority task goes on a upper level, guys. So this is basically a practice of product backlog grooming. Now, if I want to say, if you are planning your sprint, you have to first identify the team's estimation, like the team capacity. If you see at the right side, it's a sprint planning calculation I had already given. This is an example of sprint planning calculation. If I have 10 members who are working 8 hours daily and my sprint length is 2 weeks, so 10 days, and schedule meetings I am considering, if I am considering only agile, then 20% times I am investing in schedule meetings. There are daily stand-ups, there are some meetings for discussions, there are some meetings for identified bugs, we have to resolve it, we have to discuss some sort of requirement later on, also some sort of understanding, some sort of technical issues. So for this 20% time is allocated to the meetings. Unidentified meetings and risk, guys, we are human, whatever we can do, but still we have something which are unidentified, and it comes when we are running the show, and for this we have considered 15% time. Now if we calculated all these things, so team members and daily work and then sprint length, if we calculate it, it goes 800 hours. Now if we remove the 20% time of scheduled meetings and unidentified meeting and race, then it goes 520 hours. So this is basically our productive hour. If I divided it in 10 members, then every member should work daily 5 hours and 20 minutes, guys. So this is basically the calculation, guys. Now what you have to consider, so basically when you are planning the sprint, you have to first discuss with all critical and high priority requirements. You have to make sure that these requirements are clearly written in product backlog. These product backlogs are accessible for each and every team members. Now definition of ready and definition of done is also provided, and that is also in a very simple language. Definition of ready and definition of done is matching with the actual description, so you have to verify these things. Now guys, when you verified all these things, then you have to pick up the stories for discussion. Product owner will provide you the entire thing up related to that particular story, what exactly client required and what exactly client expecting from you while providing such kind of stories or tasks to you guys. So you have to understand all these things technically, business process flow wise also, and the product wise also. Like if I am delivering such kind of work to my client, what achievement my client will get after releasing such kind of things in their product. So you have to identify these things also, guys. Now if something is missing, and if somewhere product owner says I have no answer for your question, you can drop that particular story or task, and you can ask product owner, go back to client, go back to your customer, get the answer, come back to us, and then we will consider this story for our planning. Till the time we are dropping this story or we are marking this story on hold, because if you have half knowledge, you cannot work on that particular story or task, guys. So this is basically the motive of sprint planning. Now guys, when you have stories, tasks and epics, everything is available in your plate, you understand all the things, then you have to provide your name by choice, like which story or which task you want to perform. For those things you have to provide your name with time estimation, guys. Time estimation is always very important, because based on this only scrum master and product owner can track their sprint is on track or off track, guys. So this is the reason. But anyway guys, these all the things are tentative, means if you are giving a time, that's time is also tentative, because there are some unidentified risks also there. So this is the reason we are not considered those time or those estimation as a dot estimation. So make this in your mind. Now When we are saying daily stand up, there are only three questions, guys. You have to discuss only three questions, not more than that. What I did yesterday, what is the planning for today, and if I have any impediment or any road blocker, you have to just tell this in this 15 minutes. So if I'm starting 15 minute stand up, and if I'm working on any sort of working area, then 90 seconds is enough for me to provide these completes the answer of these all three questions, guys. And believe me, guys, 90 minutes are more than enough. If you are started discussing that I am stuck somewhere because of so and so person, and this person is not responding me, communication delay is there, it's a no use of daily stand up. If you want to discuss, you raise it that I want to discuss so and so thing with so and so person. If that person is available, that person should communicate me, or immediate after this meeting I want this discussion, and leave it. After that particular meeting, you can continue your discussion. But if you started your discussion in daily stand up, maybe you are wasting other people's time. So this is the reason, guys. Make sure that you are answering only three questions answer. It's very easy. Now, if I am saying sprint backlog grooming or sprint health check grooming, guys, these meetings are conducted basically in the middle of sprint to check whether we are on track or off track. So if you see on screen, so this is task 1 to task 5. We have assigned few team members, and they had given the estimation. So when this particular task will start and when this particular task will finish, we can see this. Now, if in the middle of sprint, if I am checking the health of sprint, and I found that team member 1 and 2 is still working, where their tasks are already finished, or their tasks should be finished till third or fourth of the day from starting sprint, but this has not happened, this is still started, or this is still in working. So somewhere we have to make sure that these tasks will finish on time or not. If not, if we have 1% doubt also, raise it to product owner immediately that these tasks are delayed, and we have the reason why those tasks are delayed. So we have to provide those reasons to product owner, and make sure that product owner will also communicate these things to client, so that when we will provide the review, or when we provide the demo, at that time client should not be surprised, guys. So this is the reason this sprint backlog grooming or sprint health check grooming is important. Now, if I say still continue, still started late, or on track, so we can provide such kind of matrix to our product owner, so that he will also aware and client will also aware, guys. Now, in sprint review meeting, what we are doing, so there are few things, guys, with timing. So sprint goal we can discuss, or product owner can provide the sprint goal within 2 minutes. Live demos for 1 to 3 tasks, or 1 to 3 stories we can demonstrate within a 15 minute. Whoever done those particular story, that person, if provided that demo, it's easy for client to understand, and it's easy to perform that demo perfectly. So make sure who has completed that particular task or story, that person can provide such kind of demos. Now, status overview. So guys, what we plan at the time of planning, and what we finish, and which things are still remaining, why those things are remaining, we can provide such kind of status within a 5 minute to client. It's not a big deal, and mostly if there are genuine reasons, client mostly accepted all these things. Client will never shout on you. Sprint statistics, yeah guys, this is a very important thing. This is 3 minute task. Within your sprint review meeting, you have to provide the value for the delivered things to client with your burn down chart. If you are also calculating velocity, you can provide your velocity to your client and tell them that these things are completed, this is our current velocity, and few things which we are not able to done, we have a reason for that. Now, impediments, if you have impediments, you can raise it in demo meeting, but I suggest you do not raise any impediment in demo meeting, because impediments means something which are stuck, or something which are blocking you, guys. So if you have impediment, just go to your product owner, tell them if client interaction is required, then you can provide such kind of impediment within 5 minutes in sprint review meeting. Now ask client for their feedback, and they can provide you their feedback for your release or for your demo within next 5 minutes. This feedback may be 1 to 10, and out of 1 to 10, whatever feedback they can gives you, just accept it and ask them why they are giving that kind of feedback. So they will provide you some sort of suggestion, sometime appreciation, sometime they can provide you something more which are unexpected, guys. So this is a sprint review meeting benefits. Now sprint retrospective. So guys, basically sprint retrospective we calculated for what went well in last sprint, need improvement, and any action for last sprint. So this is basically a team meeting with product owner and scrum master. They are discussing what kind of pain they are facing. So if team is facing pain, they can discuss in this meeting. If team is happy, they can provide their happiness in this meeting. If team required somewhere some sort of changes, then team can ask those changes to product owner and scrum master in this meeting. But guys, make sure everybody should speak their thoughts and their paining areas, their happiness area in this meeting. Otherwise there is no use of this retrospective meeting. This retrospective meeting is just there to provide you comfortness, easiness, and make your life happy and easy. So these are the ceremonies, guys. Thank you so much. We will meet in our next session. Till the time, have a nice day.